Dear viewers, welcome back to another episode of GTA Geographic. Splendid it is to have you tuning back into our TV channel. Today, we're going on an adventure together. But before we do so, dear viewers, I must ask you to load up your 1600s flintlock pistol with birdshot. Now, call for your butler Charles, and as he says, "I'm coming, sir," you shoot the pistol into the ancient goblet on the nightstand, have it ricochet from the goblet into the Rembrandt, from the Rembrandt into your collection of scrimshaw, from the scrimshaw straight into the nether regions of your butler. If done correctly, he will do a backflip, John Wick style, straight into the like button. Excellent. Now let us begin today's episode of GTA Geographic. Dear viewers, over a year ago, we covered the NPC on our show GTA Geographic, but in that episode we mainly focused on the destruction the police wreak upon the streets of Los Santos. But little did we know that that was only the beginning of what the NPC is actually capable of. Yes, the police are indeed a diabolic destructive force of nature who operate by a simple mantra. Kill everything, no matter the crime. Speed a red light equals death. Have a friendly fight with one of your friends, death. Knock a cup out of an NPC's hand, you better believe that's death. Yes, the police are indeed infuriating, but are they to blame? The world of Los Santos has become an absolute cesspool of agony and destruction. So maybe the police are just trying to keep it all together, by simply making every offence, small as it might be, punishable by death. But what of the other NPCs? Yes, that's where things become even more infuriating. The NPC is a husk, an inhabitant of the world made to fill the world of GTA Online to make it feel more alive and vibrant. They stop at red traffic lights, commute to their work. They can be found walking on the sidewalks and conversing with one another. But at the slightest, the tiniest inconsistency in their daily routine, they turn into a wailing tsunami of absolute destruction. 1 second, the NPC is waiting at a traffic light. The other second, it can be tearing down the whole city, fellow NPCs and players included. And where is this most noticeable, you ask? Well, dear viewer, the CEO amongst us will know exactly what I'm talking about. Imagine yourself working dozens of hours filling up that glorious CEO warehouse. Look at all these fine cars. All sorts, just waiting to be sold, says the grinder to himself. Oh, I can't wait to make a lot of money from this. And the only thing that remains for the poor grinder to do is the sell mission. A final drive from point A to point B, to finalize his money-making endeavors. And the only demand, bring the car in one piece. And so the sell mission begins, and so the NPCs become magnetized to the player, doing everything in their might to make the life of the grinder as miserable as they possibly can. Taking unexpected turns, hurling their cars into the player, a quick, unexpected stop. And so the grinder arrives, and so the vehicle he was in looks like it came straight from the junkyard. The grinder softly weeps as the NPCs carry on with their daily routine. Yes, these NPCs are very dangerous, but not on purpose. At least that's what we all tell ourselves. Deep down we all know Rockstar programmed them to become maniacs as soon as players come near them. Allow me to tell you another story. Before us is a professional GTA player and his noob friend, who are attempting the Doomsday heist. Oh, they've come so far, dear viewers, that elusive grand finale payout, just a few minutes away. But what did Rockstar decide to do? They gave every single enemy NPC good tier aim and ammunition that would bring an elephant down with a single shot. The pro yells at the noob friend, "I need cover, goddammit! I need snacks!" The noob replies, "Wait, there are snacks?" The pro replies, "God damn it, man, I told you to get them." The noob replies, "I want a snack." And they both die. A tremendous loss as tears roll down the pro player's face, and if you listen very, very closely, you can still hear the echoes of his controller clashing with his television set. Yes, Rockstar decided to amp up the destructive power of NPCs in some instances. One time they seem to drop like flies, while the next moment they shoot with the precision of William Tell, wielding a .50 caliber sniper rifle. And with that notion, we will end today's episode of GTA Geographic. But not before we have a great, outstanding round of comments by the fire. Firstly, before we get into them, a warm and heartfelt thank you to all of the sponsors of the TV channel, including but not limited to JJosh420 Gaming, GTA Men plural, Flesh Spanker, and the CMK, Whole Train, Aaron B, Randy Marsh, also known as the Comments by the Fire Terrorists, Chandler Simmons, Rob Had, Michael Klein, Mirko Bot, Black Winged, and all of the other great members. May your fire be eternally lit and the gin and tonic flow forever. River says, "Dear narrator, my friend is starting to become a griefer and the disease is getting to him. Please help." Dear River, I'm deeply saddened by the turning of your friend. Please listen closely. I need you to load up your butler cannon with your maid Antoinette. Have her firmly grasp a cast iron pan, then shoot Antoinette through the window of your friend's house and have her slap your friend with the pan as she soars by. Sharon77, one of the gentleman members, says, sipping some cognac and witnessing more GTA Geographic, my favourite purveyor of the true news in the world. Thank you for your insight into the deluded griefer mind. Truer words have never been spoken. I raise my glass to you, Sharon. And lastly, Croc says, your videos make me cringe. This was posted 4 weeks ago. Edited. That sentence makes me wonder what needed to be edited. For the love of Christ, it was 5 words. We all learned them in elementary school. If you can't spell them correctly, maybe one should stay out of the comments section and go back to doing word searches on your iPad. And that will conclude today's episode of GTA Geographic. Thank you all for watching, and as always, stay safe, dear viewers.